Now, a section of stakeholders from the Kenya Association of Manufacturers is now threatening to shut down their businesses in Kenya and set up shop in Tanzania. This move, they say, is being informed by the inconsistency in the taxation policies being fronted in the Finance Bill 2024. According to the manufacturers, Kenyans may as well brace for higher retail prices of cooking oil and diapers. Companies in the cement and steel sector are warning of potential collapse due to the proposed tax on coal. NTV's Sydney Chazima tells us more.
For the second year running, manufacturers now claim that their proposals on taxation have fallen on deaf ears. Consequently, as they submitted their reservations and recommendations before the National Assembly's Committee on National Planning, some manufacturers are now looking to explore the Tanzanian market.
If you continue in this path, we will be shutting down this factory and moving it to Tanzania. Those are the instructions from investors. And as somebody said earlier, business is about making money. If we cannot make money in Kenya, we will go and make money in Tanzania, and Kenya will become a trading nation, which is where we are going.
One of the core issues that touch directly on the common mwananchi is the pricing of cooking oil. National Treasury, through Finance Bill 2024, is proposing a 25% excise duty tax on edible oils. This then translates to a sharp increase in cooking oil prices. A 20-litre can will now shoot from 4,000 Kenya shillings to 6,396. A 5-litre can will then retail at 2,340 shillings, up from 1,500 shillings. A litre will go for 468 Kenya shillings instead of 300.
Parliament should consider the morality of taxing food, and especially food, very heavily in this country. So it's not just that we are arguing for bread. I think Parliament should be especially cautious in a country where 30% of children under the age of 5 have shown persistent lack of food, which has led them to be stunted.
Equally, the manufacturers have also spelt doom on diaper usage. This, they say, will be brought about by the 150 shillings eco-levy being imposed on diapers and sanitary towels. A jumbo pack of diapers that has been retailing at roughly 750 shillings will then go for 971.25 shillings, this representing a 30% increase on the commodity. A single diaper will then go for 25 shillings instead of 20. As the discussion around the 2.5% motor vehicle circulation tax continues, another issue arose around the eco-levy's impact on rubber tires. And this one will even hit hustlers who trade using wheelbarrows. Get this? With the eco-levy on rubber, purchasing a wheelbarrow tire will now cost a hustler 1,700 shillings, up from 1,000 shillings. This appearing to indicate that the government intends to make it hard for Kenyans to use the symbol it used to rise to power.
And the bill for those wheelbarrows goes up by 1,000 shillings. So she will live in this one. But we know this proposal is not from the Parliament.
And of course, here you couldn't use a mkokoteni, it had to be a wheelbarrow.
Parliament is being warned that excess taxation will only lead to Kenyans devising ways to evade tax.
When we raise taxes too high, revenues actually suffer. So there has to be a reasonable compact and a stability in revenues. That tax design question is something only Parliament can solve.
Well, Shimua, you are signing away Kenya's economy piece by piece. If last year was a nuclear bomb, this one will be a tsunami.
Some legislators in the Finance and Planning Committee, while confiding with NTV, have already expressed their dissatisfaction with the contents of the bill and are vowing to make radical amendments, fearing that should it be passed as it is, their constituents may rethink their elective positions.
We as Kenyans would like to be assured that you listen to the reasonable petitions that we make before you. We did not get the impression that that happened last year. You were very polite as you are today, and nevertheless, your reports did not reflect in any way. And I'm not saying that you must take everything that we at the Institute of Economic Affairs say. No, we're just saying that you be careful that these Kenyans do not become cynical of public participation around the finance bill by thinking that this is already done, this is just the tick box ticking.
More stakeholders will submit their reservations and recommendations on Wednesday. Sydney Chazima, NTV.